I'm Miss Lisa from Growing Brilliant, and I am so glad that you joined us for story time today. We've been having so much fun talking about our theme, Spring Has Sprung, and all of the wonderful things that go along with the season of spring. Today, I have a really fun book to read to you. It is about flowers. We're going to learn about some different kinds of flowers, and we're going to talk about the colors that they are and what our friend in the book decides to do with them. Should we talk a little bit about the book first? Okay, this book is called Flower Garden. Flower Garden is the title. It's what the book is called. Flower Garden was written by Eve Bunting. She's the author. What is an author's job? That's right, an author writes the story. And then this book was illustrated by Catherine Hewitt. What did Catherine Hewitt do if she's the illustrator? She made the beautiful pictures. And there are so many beautiful pictures in this book. I can't wait to show them to you. Let's take a look at the cover of the book. And let's notice what this friend on the cover is doing. What is she looking at? She's looking at some flowers. How do you think she feels about these flowers? I think she's thinking that these flowers are beautiful. I can tell because she has a smile on her face and she's looking at the flowers. Should we open up the book? All right, let's see what it says. Garden in a shopping cart. Doesn't it look great? Do you see she has all those flowers in her shopping cart? Where do you think she might be? She's at a store. We use a shopping cart to put our things inside before we buy them at the store. Look at, she has flowers in her cart, and she also has some food, bananas and bread, and maybe some oranges. Garden on the checkout stand. I can hardly wait. Do you see they've put all the flowers up on the checkout stand so that they can buy them? Who do you think this might be? I see that they're wearing an apron and maybe even a name tag to say what their name is. I think this person works at the store, so she's helping them. She's a community helper. Garden in a cardboard box, walking to the bus. They have the things they bought at the store, and they're walking to the bus to go home. Garden sitting in our laps. People smile at us. Do you see the flowers? And do you see all of the people on the bus? They're looking at the flowers and smiling. Do flowers make you happy? They make me happy too. Garden going up the stairs, stopping at each floor. Who else is going up the stairs? It's a kitty cat. This garden's getting heavier. At last, our own front door. It looks like she sat down to take a break. Hurry, hurry, get the trowel, spread the papers thick, get the bag of potting soil, get the planting mix. Look at this. It looks like they're getting ready to do a fun project with the flowers. Do you see what they've done to get ready? They put newspapers all around on the floor. Why do you think they did that? To keep the dirt off the floor, maybe? That's a good idea. And they have the flowers, and they've started putting some dirt in the garden box. And we heard a fancy word on this page. We heard the word trowel. Do you know what a trowel is? A trowel is a small shovel that you use when you're planting in a garden. A trowel. In fact, here's a picture of a trowel. Do you see? It's a small hand shovel, a trowel. Put purple pansies at each end, daisies white as snow, daffodils, geraniums, and tulips in a row. Those are all different kinds of flowers. Which ones do you think the pansies are? Now the story said purple pansies at each end. So which ones are the pansies? That's right, here at each end. And we know because they're purple. Would you like to learn how to say purple in ASL? I'll show you. So we're going to make a P. So put 2 fingers up and a thumb in the middle and turn it down. That's a P. And when we give it a shake, that's the color purple. Purple pansies. Let's talk about the other flowers. There are some daisies. These are the white ones here. They have a little bit of yellow in the middle. This is how we say white in ASL, like we're pulling away from our shirt. White. Next it says daffodils. These are the yellow flowers. To say yellow, we make a Y and give it a shake. Next it talks about geraniums. Geraniums are these flowers here. What color are they? These ones are red. This is how we say red in ASL, like you're tickling your chin, red. And then it says tulips. I see 2 tulips. One is red and one is orange. We say orange like this, like we're squeezing an orange under our chin. Garden in a window box, high above the street. Where butterflies can stop and rest, and ladybugs can meet. Look very closely. Can you see the ladybug on her hand? Do you think it came to visit the flowers? I think so too. These flowers sure are making a lot of things happy. Walkers walking down below will lift their heads and see purple, yellow, red, and white, a color jamboree. Do you see way up high in the window? You can see her flower box. This one is just a picture, but you can see the flowers really well. Candles on a birthday cake, chocolate ice cream too. I didn't know there was going to be cake and ice cream. Wait a minute. Who do you think this is walking in the door? Is that the grown-up that helped her plant the garden? I think that this is a different grown-up. Let's see. Happy, happy birthday, Mom. A garden box for you. Look at that. She made the garden box as a birthday gift for her mom. That is so special. When I look at her mom, I think she thinks it's very special too. How do you know that her mom is happy about this present? Because she also has a big smile on her face about the flowers. And I love the way she's holding her chest like this, like, what a beautiful surprise. Thank you, honey. This last one is just a picture. It has the beautiful garden box and a beautiful sunset. The end. Thank you so much for listening to that story with me. So she made a garden box for her mom for her birthday. And inside the garden box, she put all kinds of beautiful flowers. I think it would be really fun to make some beautiful, colorful flowers of our own. Would you like to do an art project with me? Okay. Give me just a moment. We're going to move to the art table and we're going to do a project together. Okay, are you ready to do some art together? Today we read the book Flower Garden, and we learned about all different kinds of beautiful flowers that the little girl planted in a garden box for her mom for her birthday. Today I thought it would be fun for us to paint some flowers together. So I'm going to show you what I have to get ready to paint. I have my piece of paper. I'm using white paper. You can use whatever color you have. And then, do you remember in the story what that little girl did when she put her garden box together to keep the floor from getting dirty? That's right, they laid newspapers all around. So if you're working at your kitchen table or somewhere where you don't want to get messy, I suggest putting something on the table underneath your art because paint can get a little messy. Even better if you can do it outside or if you have an easel that you can use to paint, then that would be great. I'm going to show you, I have some colors here. Today for my flower, I chose green and what color is this? Whoops, my green is spilling. What color is this one? It's purple, that's right, one of my favorite colors. So I have green and purple. You can use whatever colors you want to. I would love to see you get really creative with this. So I'm gonna just start painting. And I'm gonna fill up the bottom of my page with some green. There is no wrong way to do this. Whatever your art ends up looking like is gonna be perfect. So you're just gonna paint on your paper a beautiful flower. And what would be great is if you can remember some of the flowers that were in the story and you can paint your favorite one that we learned about. Do you remember the flowers that were in the story? Should we take another look? Okay, I happen to have the book right here. So remember, in the story, we had purple what? What were those flowers called? Purple pansies. And then we had white. What were the little white flowers called? They're called daisies. Very good. And then what about these yellow flowers? That's a long word. It's called daffodils. These little red flowers, they called geraniums. And then these over here in orange and red, what did they call those flowers? Those are tulips. Very good. All right, so you can paint one of the flowers that you learned about in the book, or you can paint any flower you want to. I've got some green on my paper now, and I'm gonna do some purple pansies. I think pansies are really fun flowers. And then just however you feel like you are painting a pansy, or a tulip, or a daffodil is quite all right. Pansies were shorter flowers, right? Did they have a long stem or a short stem? They were shorter. They had kind of a short stem, it looked like. All right, so I painted some purple pansies. I'll show you another one that I did too. I love to paint. I made another one too, a red flower. Do you remember what this kind of flower is? Does this look like any of the flowers that were in the story? Well, this is my version of a tulip. So, all right, and that's that. So I want you to take your time and make the best flower you can think of to make, and then when we come together for another show and tell time, you can show us the flower that you made. All right, have fun with it, and we'll see you later.